Trudeau picks a family friend to probe election meddling claims. This is the Great White North Report. Earlier last week, on March 15th, Trudeau picked former Governor General David Johnston to probe election meddling claims. Now, Johnston was appointed Governor General by then Prime Minister Stephen Harper. He's highly recommended in his role. So it should be known that he was Governor General under a Conservative leader, and now he's being tasked to be the Rapporteur of this probe by a Liberal. There are some buts in here. So Johnston's going to investigate claims that China meddled in Canada's last two elections. Trudeau promised he would name an eminent independent person as a special rapporteur on election interference. And he will have a wider mandate and make expert recommendations on combating interference and strengthening our democracy. He was a Governor General in 2010 under Harper, and he held that role until 2017. What has Johnston been doing since before this? He was currently the head of the Independent Leaders Debates Commission, an independent body that oversees leaders' debates during federal election campaigns. He will step down that role to act as the new rapporteur. So he brings a wealth of integrity, experience, and skills, and Trudeau is confident that he's an impartial review to ensure all necessary steps are being taken to keep our democracy safe, uphold and strengthen confidence in it. This comes after the opposition, meaning Poilievre and Singh, pushed for a public inquiry on foreign election interference. Johnston had played a similar role in the past. Harper picked him to draft the terms of reference that would become the Oliphant Commission, which probed former Prime Minister Brian Mulroney's business dealings with German-Canadian businessman Karl-Heinz Schreiber. This was the Airbus scandal. Now, one NDP, she's content with the decision to appoint Johnston. He does have an impressive track record. He is a career politician or a political figure, but he's going to be watched carefully. Poilievre cast doubt on the claim that he would be independent, and there's a good reason why. Because Johnston is affiliated with the Trudeau Foundation. You just need to go to his Wikipedia account to see that. He's also a family friend. From 74 to 79, he became the 14th principal and vice chancellor of McGill University. He became acquainted with Pierre and Margaret Trudeau as the Johnston children played with the Trudeau children, with the families were at their cottages in the Laurentians, where they skied together at Mount Tremblant. So privileged. He's not exactly... He knows Trudeau. Trudeau knows him very well. They're buddies. This is an independent person. This is a friend. That's not impartial. He has also been sent to Beijing at Trudeau's request, as well as at Harper's request. So he does have some China experience, which is definitely something necessary. So he has, but he is, as Trudeau described him according to his Wikipedia page, as a family friend. And it's obvious he's a man of strength, intelligence, and compassion. But the problem is he's too closely linked to Trudeau. He's a member of the Trudeau Foundation since 2018. And he's the commissioner of the Leaders Debates Commission. But he's a family friend, so he's always going to side with Trudeau. He's not going to side with anyone else. So the opposition leaders question ties between the PM and the Special Rapporteur. Repeat calls for a public inquiry. Conservative and Bloc leaders say Johnston is too closely linked to the Prime Minister. The Bloc Québécois don't really like Johnston because he was against the Quebec referendum and separatism. He's not a separatist. He's a nationalist. So they're not going to be they aren't happy with him anyway. Again, Johnston is a family friend, and this should have been a public inquiry. There should have been someone totally independent, non-political. Poilievre makes no mistake how he feels about it in this tweet. So will Trudeau make it open and independent? Probably not. It'll probably get covered up. David Johnston also had the firm support of Stephen Harper during the Harper years. So it's hard to say. I also remember watching a segment with Stephen Patkin about David Johnston and the idea of Canada on TVO. And it does talk about his friendships with Trudeau and how he is a progressive. So these are things that we'll see. Hopefully, I don't know, this guy's a family friend, so it should not have been a family friend. It should have been someone outside the circles, having nothing to do with the Trudeau family and nothing to do with the Trudeau Foundation. Might be hard to find in this country, but it should have been independent. Someone that all four major parties could agree upon. Two of them are already questioning the ties between Trudeau and Johnston, and they have every right to. I don't expect we'll ever get to the bottom of this. and it's going to hang over into the next election. So all you Canadians out there, let me know what you guys think of the Rapporteur. Did we choose the right guy? Or will this just get buried in a bunch of political bullshit? Leave comments in the comment section. And until next time, this has been the Great White North Report.